welcome back to TechOdyssey. So today I want to talk about the Surface Duo 2. I've had the phone for a day now, so that means I know absolutely everything about it, and I'm going to tell you about it in this video. And that's not true. I haven't had enough time to tell you a whole lot about it, other than I wanted to say, look, the Duo 2 is a very, very niche device. It's a very unique device that has a particular set of skills that some people find valuable. Not like on the movie Taken, where he says, I have a particular set of skills, I will find you, I will kill you, blah, blah, blah. No, the Duo won't do that at all. But when it comes to this video, and it comes to this phone, I think it's important to look at it and understand what it's doing, understand what this iteration is over last year's, not to jump to conclusions, and look at it from a scenario to say, okay, what does it do? What is it designed to do? How well does it do it? And we'll evaluate it on the merits. Because I think a lot of people in the tech space look at this and go, oh, this thing sucks. The last one sucks. Now they make it where it doesn't close all the way. And it's the cameras. When you close it, you can't take pictures. Look, there are a lot of things that you could look at this and go, ergonomically and practically, it doesn't do the same way as a cell phone, a normal smartphone, a typical slab. But that doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't mean people don't want it. That doesn't mean it doesn't do its core competencies and the things that it's designed to do well. Yeah, if I wanted to get a phone that's just a plain slab, I'm not going to look at this. And then it's $1,500 plus, $1,499 plus tax. I paid $1,600 for this. Most of the people that are talking a lot of trash about this phone would never buy this phone in the first place. And when you get certain different reviewers out in the tech space that get sent one of these phones, they would never use it. So they're not going to look at it from the perspective of a person that actually wants to go buy it. They can't fathom in their mind why somebody would pay $1,600 for this. When in fact, somebody could spend $1,600 on it 5 times a week. There are different audiences for this device. I could go buy 2 or 3 of these if I wanted to. It's not that big of a deal. But for somebody else, they could go, well, that thing costs $1,600. I would never buy that. I'm going to buy a $200 phone. I'm going to get a phone on contract for a year. Why would I want to go buy that? So you get some people that have their personal bias. You have some people that have no need or no interest in this whatsoever, trying to tell people whether it's good or not. And they're not evaluating it on the merits the way that somebody who's looking to get this device actually cares to learn. And there are a lot of preconceived notions about it because the Surface Duo, it had some issues. It didn't perform its core competencies well. So when you look at the original Duo, it didn't live up to the expectations of what it was supposed to do. It didn't perform the way that it was supposed to perform. And then the lack of support from Microsoft just reinforced that and made people write it off to the point where nobody wanted to buy it. This one has fixed 90% of the issues that the original one had. The slow performance, a lot of the stuff, just the optimization and using it on a day-to-day basis. I showed in my unboxing video, it takes like 5 seconds. Sometimes it just doesn't unlock. It vibrates when you use the fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint sensor is improved. The screens are way improved. The bezels are smaller. 90 Hz refresh rate. Bigger battery. Flagship processor. 5G. Triple camera array on the back. We would have killed for those things a year ago. So last year's Duo was evaluated on what it didn't deliver. And now this one delivers basically everything the original one didn't that people wanted. And now you have to move the goalposts and say, well, yeah, they fixed everything, but they created new problems. Therefore, it sucks. No, it doesn't suck. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's just not designed for you. You may not be the target audience, and that's okay. But evaluating it like it's an iPhone is not a fair way to look at this because, yeah, is it problematic there's not a screen on the outside? Maybe, maybe not. But that's the way the phone was designed. Do I care that there's not a screen on the outside? Yeah, I mean, I wish it had something better than the little Edge notification panel, but at least that's there. Don't go and say, oh, well, the Z Flip has a great display on the outside. Look, it basically is just a larger notification screen. And then you open it up and you just have the Z Flip, which in its own right is a good phone. I like the Z Flip 3. I love that phone. You can't evaluate the Duo like other flip phones or other fold phones because it's not that what it's designed for. It's designed to be a multitasking productivity beast with basically a Microsoft overlay. You've got the Office suite, you've got the Surface Pen integration. There are a lot of things here that people want to use it for maybe not even a primary device. I don't necessarily consider this a primary device for me. I carry two phones. I carry a normal slab phone or a typical flip phone or an iPhone, and then I have my second SIM in this. Am I going to pick this up when I want to make a phone call or text in the car? No, I'm not. I would hit a guardrail and die. That's not what I'm trying to use this for. This is not a TikTok phone. This is not a Snapchat phone. People are not going and buying a Microsoft Surface Duo 2 so they can play Crossy Road. That's just not what this phone is designed for. But they did, Microsoft, go out of their way to include a lot of phone functions so that way it's more built out. It meets more expectations. They're like, oh, you have to open the screen every time you use it. Yeah. And then you get two screens. So are you overlooking the fact that you can't get multitasking and productivity and a powerhouse of a phone because you can't use the outside screen? A lot of people don't use the Z Flip or the Z Fold outside screen anyway because it's too small. It doesn't do enough, so they open it. Yeah, would it be nice to be able to press a button and answer the phone like this? Sure, that would be nice. That would make life a little bit better. But I don't see this still. Yes, it has smartphone features and functions. I don't look at it and go, this right here is my one-stop shop phone. This is a supplemental device. And some people will use this as a primary phone. There are people that look at this and go, you know what? This is the perfect phone for me. And it can be. And you have to understand the limitations. You have to understand the design. You have to understand the design language. And that is a lot of stuff to talk about in a phone. So, like I said in the title, don't judge a Surface Duo 2 by its cover. Because if you do, you're probably going to be disappointed because you have expectations that it does what an iPhone does, and it's not an iPhone. It is a Surface Duo 2. So I'm going to cover this. I'm going to try and be as objective as possible. I'm going to say stuff that's going to make some people happy. I'm going to say stuff that's going to make people unhappy because I might hurt feelings. I might destroy some expectations. I might poop on this device that you think is the best thing ever. Do I think it's the best thing ever? No. But there is enough here, and I said a tweet about this. My initial thoughts on this are, if you liked the Duo and it didn't live up to your expectations, this phone will meet and exceed those expectations. If you didn't want the Duo in the first place, you aren't going to like this one. It's not going to change your mind. So if you like the idea of the Duo, if you like the concept, if you like what it brings to the table, 90% improvement with basically the only trade-off I don't care for is this. If it actually closed properly, then I would be a lot more excited about it. And I've got a lot of excitement for it. I think it's a very unique and interesting device, and that's why I cover it here. I also care about productivity. I have been a BlackBerry user forever and ever and ever for productivity and communication. This right here gives me productivity and communication in a way that a physical keyboard never has before, but also I still see this as a supplementary device for me. I would never carry this as a daily driver. It's possible to do it. You can do it. Everybody's needs are different. So look at it, evaluate it, look and see what it's designed for. This is not, again, this is not a phone you're going to play Boom Beach on. This is not a mass market consumer phone. It may not even sell 1 million phones. It could probably sell 500,000 and Microsoft would consider it a success. They are trying to occupy the space and give business, enterprise, and professionals a device that they can carry around and do their work on, but also does phone things. They failed the first time. This go around, it is much better, and it has brought so many different improved and thought out features. And I'm going to tell you about them over the time that I have this device. But I have to tell people, and if you're going to pick this up and make a video about it, why does it exist? What is it for? What does it do better? Does it have a purpose? And can somebody use this for its intended purpose? If we can answer those questions, then it is not without value. But don't try and evaluate it and be on the same litmus test and the same benchmark as an iPhone or a S21 Ultra or even a Fold 3 because they're distinctly different phones. So that's all I've got in this video. A bit ranty. I should have turned the colors red behind me. I meant to get into this and go, okay guys, let's just talk about XYZ here, but this is straight from me to you. It's not bad. This is not a bad phone. Does it have a design language and a purpose that meets everybody's needs? No, and those people weren't going to buy it anyway. So this is to tell people who are looking into buying it, if you're interested in it and you want to know more, I'm going to deliver that content for you and hopefully do it in a thoughtful, objective, meaningful way. And if it's not good, I'm going to tell you. If it is good, I'll tell you that too. So that's all I've got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section. I will get back with you. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.